Alright, let's begin. Hello and welcome to DeathMaster's Corpse Corner. Oop. My own stream was playing for a second there. Ah. But yes, welcome to DeathMaster's Corpse Corner. With some more Quest for Glory 4. So yeah. We're getting close to the end of the game. Left off, we went and explored the castle. A little bit anyway. Actually, okay, just open the door. I don't recall if I did a busy work before I ended the stream.
Everything. Well, you
Yep, I already did this.
should be careful.
Alright, let's get out of here. So yeah, like I said last time, gonna go back and explore the castle some more. Gonna also still try to trigger the encounters with Katrina outside the city gates, hopefully. If I can't make it happen, it's, well, it's gonna suck, but I'm just gonna go on. Don't actually need it to finish the game. It's just interesting bit of lore.
Your magic...
Alright, choose the graveyard.
You turn the large skeleton key in the crypt door. With a sound like the groaning of an undead spirit, the massive door yawns wide open. Your danger sense tingles slightly as you enter the dark confines of this crypt. Oh, such a cheery sight. It's a statue of the Grim Reaper, harbinger of death. The stone...
That didn't. You straighten out your jack. That.
Alright, can't interact with that one.
The small... After following the dark passage for several minutes...
Alright, so we explored part of the castle last time. Not the
You're
whole...
about as stealthy as the.
Yeah, wrong button, thank you. That's the sneak button. Yeah, we already went through this area.
Door hinges squeak in protest.
well, in that case.
You carefully oil the door hinge.
Ah, right. Yeah, this is, the other secret passage.
You straighten out the crest. The bookshelf opens, revealing a secret passage. There's nothing hidden on...
A lot of secret passages in this place. Now, nothing through here.
Through the keyhole, you can see what...
Okay, yeah. I can't go in there yet.
There's nothing hidden.
I think I may have gone in a circle.
Door hinges. You feel a strong sense of sorrow and loss. You shiver as the ghost passes through you. A cold...
Yep.
You carefully...
Yep, we need to go back this way. I think down that stairwell just goes back to the first secret passage we went through. This place is a bit of a maze. So I think this way is where I want to go.
Door hinges.
Yeah, alright.
Stained glass forms a wheel pattern high on the wall. There's something strange about...
Exit. Which I've already done this before, so... It deposits you somewhere else, huh? It's curious. Yeah. So yeah, this time I'm gonna go that way.
You don't see any movement through the keyhole, but you think you hear movement from the bottom of the stairs.
Hmm.
You carefully...
Oh, whoops. Back out the window. Aha! What have we here?
He looks like someone with whom you really don't want to tangle. He's mean, he's tough, he's a goon. You sense danger at the bottom of the stairwell. Maybe it has something to do with the two goons guarding the lower door. You hear voices at the bottom of the stairs.
So yeah, if you wait around long enough, they eventually start talking.
Boring. This is definitely boring. Hey, dungeons is always guarded, and we's the guards. But why guard a dungeon when there's no one in there? We got to guard something, don't we? Else we don't got the job. Well, it's still boring.
So yeah, they talk about they'll talk every once in a while about several things. If you go downstairs, it's a game over, I think. You can't actually fight these guys.
You know, there are those two huge goon guards down at the bottom. Are you sure this is such a good time to head down? This really isn't such a hot idea. It will be certain death to get too close to those guards.
It's the game's big hint. You can't fight these guys. Even though goons are a regular enemy type in the next game. I guess we've just gotten so powerful by then. How's my stamina persistently going down?
You know, this really... Right. There are those two guards about the size of 1,000-year-old redwood trees guarding the stairs, and you want to talk to them? Why don't you just walk down the stairs and meet them close up while you're at it? No one seems to be listening.
The music seems to have cut out.
The master's really something, ain't she? Yeah. I even likes the kid. Shame they keep her all the way on the other side of the castle. Yeah. It's the Annabes guy I can't stand. He looks at us like we was food or something. You got it. That guy gives me the creeps.
So I think that's the only real useful information you get from them. Why is the music not playing?
The master's really something, ain't she? Yeah. I even likes... It's that... You got...
So yeah, that's the main thing you can learn from them is is that bit of information. The location of Tanya, if you haven't already found her, and
Door hinges.
so a little background stuff, like the master is a she, and Adabees. Huh.
You
Well, hopefully this will correct itself eventually.
The main doors are securely locked and barred.
So yeah, we haven't been over this way yet.
You carefully...
Ah, here we are. This is the one thing I was looking for.
You cast the aura spell. You cast the reversals. Your weapon.
Something in this chest. Or bed, I guess. Well, that is not helpful. Yeah, I figured out how to block since the last stream. Shift and left or down.
Finally, the wraith vanishes under the force of your onslaught. Its ties to this world severed at last. The chest is locked.
So yeah, we have one final raid fight here in the castle.
Kablooey! You got the chest open, but set off an explosion in the process. The chest was trapped. In the chest, you find a small flask labeled Healing and 25 crowns. Pretty nice for a few minutes' work.
A healing potion to cure our blown off face.
Your reversal spell. Your aura has evaporated.
Yeah,
Your
we won't be
reversal-
needing the horror anymore because all the wraiths are dead.
It's just...
That's not what I'm looking at.
Your prote...
And we're back at the start.
As you...
You're about...
Well, so we can get into an actual fight.
After some... You get in some... You get... You get... You get... You get... You get... You get... You get it... You get in some... After some rest... After some... You get in... You get... 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 You get in... After some rest... After some rest, you feel better.
She's still not here.
The town gates are protected against... The gate... You a shiv...
And here it tells about Tanya.
There is a woman who sorrows, whose heart cannot bear the loss of one so dear. Her child was taken by other. Piranha's staff yet can rescue the child from the castle and restore her to life. Heal the sorrow of a grieving mother.
Let's go get dinner.
You hear movement. After a few minutes, you hear...
Good evening, Fleck.
Hey, how you doing? Good to see you, okay?
Greetings and salutations.
Welcome.
You get a fine meal of roast duckling a la garlic. They all wave to you in response. You've never seen...
It is very... If you wish to return later this evening, just knock on the door.
Alright.
After some... The massive gate...
Alright, fuck it. Very disappointed about this, but fine. Alright, back to the castle.
You turn... Your day... The small key... Up. You hear voices beyond the upper door. Two people seem to be having an argument in the next room. You feel an almost overwhelming sense of danger beyond the upper door. Something, or someone, lies in wait there for the unwary.
Well, this is going to make my missing out on the Katrina conversations a bit rough, but
You carefully open the door just a little so you can hear better and look through the crack.
Everything is going according to plan. My plan. I am not interested in your petty revenge scheme.
You cannot trust him. He will attempt to destroy you the moment he realizes what you truly are.
No, he is already attracted to me. I want him to act from his own free will and not be some puppet whose string I hold. After all, if I only wanted a puppet, I could have used you.
There will come the day, Katrina, when I will be the Dark Master, and you will be only a memory.
You would love to destroy me, wouldn't you? You hated me from the moment we met, but you thought you could use me, didn't you? You were blinded by your own ego. I have always been your master, and you my mere apprentice.
I will have my revenge.
On whom? The hero or myself?
Both of you.
Oh, it is so easy to make you lose your temper. That is why you will never be the Dark Master. You let your overwhelming pride override your thinking.
So yeah, Katrina is the Dark Master. I think this is the earliest time you can learn that. There's another point later on where you will have to learn it. Not a like, super surprising twist, although they do try to bury it a bit. Some misdirection about like never referring to the Dark Master's gender, for example.
Door hinges.
Yeah, this is also why I've been oiling the hinges, because
Carefully oil the.
if you don't, then they will hear the door and kill you. But yeah, we're going to Tanya now. It's pretty much the main thing, and what to do in the castle at this point is go save her. Alright, yeah, we still got plenty of time. Because, yeah, we've looted everywhere and killed all the monsters that we can fight.
You sense that something is very wrong here, but not immediately dangerous. The creature does not seem to be openly hostile, just very protective of the child. There is a feeling of coldness about the child that fills you with sorrow, and a touch of fear.
Oh?
Who is it, Toby? He came to visit while I was sleeping? Did you ask him what he wanted? Well then, ask him now.
You say, hello.
Hello? Do you live in the castle now too?
You tell about yourself.
I never met a real hero before. Why'd you come here?
You start to tell what you're doing here.
Toby, it's not polite to interrupt. How many times do I have to tell you that? Toby says you ask too many questions and you need to go away now. Toby, you're being mean. Toby says he's here to protect me and make sure no one will hurt me. Toby says I'm supposed to stay in my room and not talk to strangers. Toby says that we live in the castle and you should go away. Toby, it's not nice to tell people to go away. You're supposed to ask them to go. Toby's my best friend. We play games and tell stories, and I never had a real friend before. Toby says I'm his best friend, too. My name is Tanya, and this is Toby. What's your name? Mommy and Daddy don't like me anymore. I did something bad and now they don't want to see me ever again. Sometimes I miss my Mommy and Daddy. I know, Toby, you and Aunt Trina take good care of me. I wouldn't want to leave you ever. But I still miss my Mommy. Toby used to visit me at the inn. My Mommy and Daddy would not like it if they saw Toby. They wouldn't let me play with him, so I didn't tell them about him. One day, Toby brought me a beautiful doll. I never had a real doll before. I named her Vanna. But when my Mommy saw Vanna, she got real mad. She tried to make me tell about Toby. My Mommy and Daddy yelled at me. They scared me. They took Vanna away, and they wouldn't let me see her ever again. I didn't want them to do that to Toby, so I ran away with him. Aunt Trina says my Mommy and Daddy won't like me now. She says they will be scared of me like they were scared of Vanna. I don't want my Mommy and Daddy scared of me. I will never go back again.
Stranger danger.
I know, Toby. You should go now. I don't want to talk about bad things. That's a scary thing. That's how come we always used to have garlic all around at the inn. Mommy and I used to braid the garlic and put it up all over the place to keep out the bad things. I don't like the smell of garlic. I had to wear garlic around my neck all the time. Now I have a pretty necklace instead. See? Isn't it pretty?
The necklace is on a choker chain, completely covering the little girl's throat.
It's not shown here on the model.
A long time ago, I used to live at the inn. But now I get to live here. I don't have to be afraid of the bad things all the time. Now I have Toby to protect me. This is where I live now. I have this whole room to myself and Toby. Sometimes I get to go to the hall with Aunt Trina and play with Cuddles. Cuddles is Aunt Trina's pet hound. He's my friend, too.
You'll see Cuddles exactly once in the entire game.
Aunt Trina says she will be my friend and take care of me. I like her. She gives me nice things. She sent Toby to me. She says I'll be her little girl forever and ever. That's the place with the big fireplace and all the fancy statues. Sometimes I dance for Aunt Trina there. It's fun. Except when the Dark Man is there. I don't like him. I don't like the Dark Man. I wish Aunt Trina never brought him here. Mean. I stick out my tongue at him all the time. Toby doesn't like the Dark Man either. Toby says the Dark Man can't be trusted. You should stay away from him.
Can pick a better term for him.
Aunt Trina says I dance very well. I like to dance, especially up in the air. That's really fun. Sometimes Aunt Trina and I dance all over the room. We dance on top of the statues and everything. It's like flying around and around. That's the place with the... Aunt Trina says she will be my friend and take care of me. I like her. She gives me nice things. She sent Toby to me. She says I'll be her little girl forever and ever.
You tell her about the innkeepers.
I miss my mommy and my daddy. But I can never go home. Not now. Toby says this is my home now.
What if we gave you Vanna?
What is that? Toby, let him in. Toby, he has our dolly. Vanna, I thought I lost you. Look, Toby, it's Vanna. Thank you for bringing her to me. I thought she was lost. Where did you find her?
You tell her about the inn and how sad it is without her.
If I went back to the inn, I'd never be afraid of the dark again. Toby says that everyone would be afraid of me now. I don't want them to be afraid of me.
You say, hello.
Hi! Have you come to play with Toby and me and Vanna?
You tell Tanya how her mummy misses her.
I miss my mommy too. Sometimes I want to cry, but I can't anymore. I just feel sad.
You tell about Irana's staff and how it can make Tanya back into a real little girl again.
I like the staff. It always made such pretty flowers in town. You say it will make me all better and I won't be a bad thing anymore?
You nod your head.
Oh, Toby, I can see my mommy and daddy again. Toby asks, what else will the staff do?
You try to explain about sacrifice.
Toby says he understands. He says you should take us to the staff now, so I can be with my mommy and daddy again. Oh, it feels weird here. Kinda happy. Icky. I'm scared. I know you'll protect me, Toby, but who will protect you? Okay, Toby. I'll protect you.
You cast the ritual of release.
The sacrifice of life for love. Your love for the child is great.
You see Toby silently nod his head.
Will you trade your life to give life to the child? Will you die willingly for the one you love?
No, Toby, no!
So shall the sacrifice be done. So is the sacrifice complete. I am again the staff of Erana.
I'm so sorry, Toby. I didn't protect you too good, did I? I love you too, Toby.
You take the sobbing child in your arms and carry her to the inn. You awaken her parents and are overwhelmed by their gratitude and joy. It is long before you manage to escape to the peace of your own room for what is left of the night. You awaken as the sun begins to rise.
Yes. Game getting me in the feels. And yes, we have Arana's staff now. That will be important for later.
You get a smile in response. Tell about some of the things you have done in Moldavia.
Perhaps we do need a hero around here.
Alright, he doesn't have anything new.
Oh, I had a dream last night about my lost daughter, Tanya. I awoke suddenly and had difficulty getting back to sleep. Other than that, I am well. 2 years. There were rumors then. The gravedigger mentioned that several times he saw a huge...
Alright, yeah. The wait. Probably until later this evening before he gets new dialogue.
You have brought real joy to Moldavia by bringing Tanya back. When she was stolen, it was as if all the laughter here had been taken as well. You gave us back our happiness. You are always on the go, my friend. Take care. Good to see you. The town is quiet now, and the rumors... Take care.
The talk is that you're a real hero. People say you returned little Tanya to her parents. my. So? I've heard you really had a great adventure bringing Tanya back from that awful castle. Did you really have to fight hundreds of horrible monsters without even a sword? That's wonderful! You take care. Don't want... As my...
Whoops, clicked out of the screen. Let's get our potions.
It is good to... That...
You say...
Be careful out... I have been thinking a bit about...
mighty...
Rest.
Good day again.
You pick some...
Let's go see the Travelers. We can get that final reading.
Your magical...
You cast your weapon.
Actually, do want to try to fight the thing. Alright. Get the hell out of here then. See how we did. Nothing really. Fuck.
In my dreams last night, I heard the Irana's staff speak. It said the sacrifice had been made, the dead had risen, and the living had died. When I awoke, I feared it was you who made the sacrifice. I sent Davy to discover the truth. He climbed over the wall and started sniffing around where the staff had been. He became scared when he caught your scent there. But then he scented you going with the child to the inn. It is not our way to be concerned about outsiders. You have certainly become more than an outsider to us.
It is good to see you again.
You tell about Tanya, Toby, and the staff.
So the child has been restored to life through the sacrifice of Toby, and the staff of Irana is in your possession. Oh, with this, you have undoubtedly angered someone very powerful. I would be very careful traveling at night if I were you.
But anyway.
Forgive me, but I cannot get a reading from the cards right now. Each comes up as a void card, the black one.
You say...
May your luck...
I'm not sure when we can get the final one. Like, getting the tarot readings is optional. You don't get points after the first one. But they're informative.
You get in some climbing practice. You get it. 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 You 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 grab. You get in. You get. You get. You get. You get in. You get in some climbing. You get in some climbing practice. After some rest.
You do not need to go looking for trouble.
Go back to the inn. Don't think it's going to be there yet. There's one final thing. There's a thing that triggers endgame at the end.
You unlock.
See if we can get another fight.
cast your weapon.
So hard to predict.
You have just gained the Paladin's Honor Shield through your actions.
Oh, have I now?
The only effect is a tingling sensation. You get in some. You get. You get in some. After some. After some rest, you feel. After some. You get. You get it. You get in some. After some.
Alright. Let's go back to town. Be hilarious if Katrina shows up now. Being blown through a bunch of plot revelations. Nope.
A shiver of cold comes up.
Oh yeah. Grand finale to this guy's dialogue.
You serve two dark masters. Their goal is greater darkness. Yet by walking this dark path, you may bring light. The spirit of Irana is trapped within the darkness. Unleash the darkness, that Irana's spirit might be free. Release the darkness, that it might be banished forever. But beware your own dark masters, for they will bring you sorrow.
You hear move after. It is a plain. You straight. You get a fight.
Good evening, Slick.
Hey, how you doing? Good to see you, okay?
Greetings and salutations.
Welcome.
Well, you have probably... Well, this may... I am fine.
Oh, Bella.
I just...
Yeah.
They always.
Now that the elephants are...
You unlock. After you're getting tired.
Tired of all my resting.
The massive gate.
No.
You knock loudly on. After several minutes, there still has been no response to your knock.
I don't... Final conversation with Delmavoy. I think he just disappears after a while.
You hear the... You unlock.
No.
You do not need... Good.
You get a... It's sausage and peppers fried with garlic.
It has been my custom to sometimes go over to the center of the town and sit by the staff, yeah. I fell asleep there the other afternoon, and I had the most wonderful dream. I dreamed my daughter was playing in the flowers, the daffodils, actually. I held her in my arms, and she said that you brought her there. She said you should visit the staff when night falls. And then the dream faded, and I awoke. Oh, it was so good to hold my child again, even if it was only in a dream. Still, you could try to visit the staff some night. The dream could have been important.
You tell Bella about some of your adventures in Shapir and Tana.
Mordavia certainly needs all the heroes it can get. And it does seem to me like you are the very, very best. My grandmother told me about the paladin once. The paladin Piotr came here with Irana. Yeah, in fact, Piotr is supposed to be Dmitri, the Burgomaster's grandfather. Although my grandmother was not very clear about that matter. I often have dreams I can see Tanya again. Oh, I know she must be alive somewhere. I can feel it.
Bella, enough! I am sorry, but Bella cannot accept that our child is dead.
The child we saved.
It is you who are wrong, Yuri. You have given up hope.
We will speak of this later, Bella. Why don't you go see what's burning in the kitchen?
Tanya was my beautiful daughter. She was lured away from here one night 2 years ago, and no one has seen her since.
She's gone forever, Bella.
No, I will never believe that. I know someday she will return, and my dreams will come true. My mother used to go to the garden or the staff whenever she was unhappy. She said that the staff always made her feel safe and warm. I have always felt such feelings there as well, I might add. My grandmother used to say that the staff was from the mage Irana, that it was Irana's final gift to Mordavia when she died. I only know that you should visit there at night sometime. Perhaps you will have a pleasant dream there. My grandmother used to tell stories about Irana, how she was part fairy folk and unearthly beautiful, and she brought kindness and magic wherever she went.
Wives' tales.
They were true. Somewhere in the forest lies Irana's garden. My grandmother used to visit there sometimes before the woods got too dangerous to travel in. My grandmother told me how very beautiful the garden was, and how it filled her with happiness. Oy, how I wish I could visit there sometime.
No, Bella. It is too dangerous outside the town walls.
I know, Yuri. Still, someday I will go there. You'll see. I'm fine, thank you very much. I'm fine, thank you very much. I just wanted to tell you about my dream because I was certain you would know of such things. You know, dreams have important meanings, right?
Bella, he does not need to listen to such nonsense.
It is for him to decide if it is nonsense or not, Yuri.
So yeah, the game kind of gets like be like this sometimes for sure. It doesn't move on to the proper events. I might have to wait another way before they acknowledge that their child's returned. Up, yep, there she is.
I must thank you for saving our Tanya. You have brought joy again into our lives. We are in your debt.
You tell again how Toby sacrificed himself for Tanya.
He may have looked like a monster, but he obviously had a heart and mind of great kindness.
Remind the innkeeper that the vampires are still in the castle, and there may be other attempts at getting Tanya.
We understand, and we will make certain no vampire can come near her again. Oh, she is her joyful self again. The sound of a child's voice is the sweetest of music. We will do our best to show our love and never, never let her be afraid of the dark again. I have always found it difficult to express emotion. Mordavian men are not supposed to show such things. Yet I cried freely when you brought Tanya back to us. I cannot remember ever being so happy. I do not know what to make of Tanya's stories about vampires. It is hard to imagine my lovely daughter as an undead. Gladly, though, I would go to the castle and drive a stake through the heart of the one who stole our daughter from us.
That one. Never mind, it's back.
I didn't like him. He didn't like me. He didn't like Katrina either. They were always having fights, but he had to do what she told him to do, and that made him very mad. I like Trina. She was kind to me and gave me lots of nice things. She even taught me to read and write, but I'll never go back to her. I want to stay with my mommy and daddy. Toby was my best friend in all the world. And I miss him. I wish he could come and live with us here. I'm happy to be home again. Everyone in town has come to see me and talk to me, and it's fun to be important. I like it.
No, don't sit there. You'll never know when an elephant will wander in. You eat your plain but nourishing breakfast. It has more than a bit of garlic added for spice.
I don't know how we can ever thank you enough. It's such a joy to have my little Tanya home again.
You tell again how
He may have...
My Tanya is her cheerful, loving self again. I could never thank you enough for the kindness you have shown us all. I knew Tanya was alive somewhere. I never lost hope that she would return.
Bella, you heard his story. Tanya was dead, and undead, a Nosferatu.
She is fine right now, isn't she? As long as she's alive and well, what does it matter?
Yuri has a
I
need to be
don't
right.
understand with all this talk about vampires and Tanya. She has returned healthy and happy, and this is what's important. Of course, I will never forgive the woman who stole my baby from me. Still, I think I can understand her a little bit. I, too, have always wanted a child such as Tanya. I am only overjoyed to have my Tanya back.
you hear a chorus of responses, some coming from the kitchen. Goodbye, and thank you.
Were you looking for something in particular? What do you want? Things are settling back to normal now. Hopefully nothing... Farewell.
Excuse me.
It does...
Oh, wait. Igor come back to town after dark the other night. See strange, pretty woman standing near gate. She look like she looking for someone. Igor go up to pretty woman. Igor say, "Hey, baby, want to light my pyre?" Little graveyard humor there. She not have sense of humor. She give Igor cold shudder and walk off. Igor in love. Or at least reasonable facsimile.
It doesn't say...
Rest.
Yep.
You see,
That...
you see...
Alright.
Of course.
Let's go get some fruit and try the traveler camp once more. Ah, tough boys. Haven't seen,
Cast the protection spell.
haven't seen one of them since like the start of the game. I do terrible at dodging. Yeah, okay, fine.
Searching for the fallen beast, you find nothing of value.
Your magic...
You thirst for more wisdom? Oh, you are greedy. But it is knowledge only that brings long life. Welcome again.
You talk about the things you've been doing.
You have many friends now, but you still have bitter enemies. This valley remains a very deadly place. I keep having dreams about being chased by something. In the dream, I know I am going to be caught, but still I run and run. Bah, I hate such dreams. If it were real, I would turn and face my attackers. I would meet my death with teeth. A wolf dies fighting. I still kill in my death hunt.
When a gypsy gets past a certain age, she goes on a death hunt. She chooses her prey as to her rank in the tribe. The tougher the prey, the higher the rank. I chose a necrotar.
Mine was a wyvern. We celebrate in song and dance before the hunt, knowing we may not see the hunter again. She must hunt and kill the prey in whatever way she can, or else die trying. That is the way of the gypsy wolf, to hunt until death.
Yeah, these are definitely new dialogues.
Dreams, I am concerned about you. You fill my dreams. Please be very careful. It is not wise to speak of such things. To do so is to call attention to ourselves. Nonetheless, the Dark One now knows you, so it is only right that you come to know the Dark One as well. I will learn what I can about the Dark One. We have avoided the subject so long, we too are ignorant. Perhaps upon your next return, we will have the information you need.
I am happy. My mate, my love, is now bearing our child. I am also very worried. It is a dangerous time for a family, and a much more dangerous place. Magda tried to read the future of our child-to-be, but it was as though she was blind. The future of us all has become increasingly difficult to see.
Alright.
Forgive me.
Alright.
You say good.
Farewell, and be careful.
Magda. Two very obviously different voice actresses. We will try tomorrow.
You can't.
Oh, another Necrotar.
Weapon.
2 in one day. Well, I did try blocking there. Oh, damn. Took a big chunk of my health.
After some...
Yeah, a lot of these I've not used like any.
That feels good. Just what you needed to relieve some of the aches and pains of everyday adventuring.
Oh, okay, so they did go up a little.
get him some... After some... After... After some... After... You get him after some rest. After some rest, you feel better.
Still not here.
You de- a ship.
You get a ribbo.
You hear move after a few minutes. Everyone cheers at you in greeting.
She is well. She helps her mother during the day, and we make certain she is safe at night. No one will ever steal her from us again. I am well and very happy. We do not dare to speak of the Dark One, for that way lies madness and despair. I'm sorry, I cannot help you.
Gotta tell you, there's many monsters out there roaming the night in Mordavia.
Yeah, many an eldritch creature crawls out of the dark. I know most of them.
It's a good thing we stay safe within the town walls and doors so we don't have to meet them.
All right, fine, so sue me. Maybe we do gossip once in a while.
Oh, you must mean my apartment. We know of no cave in Mordavia.
A lot of
Point is,
use.
we never repeat gossip, because we get it right the first time.
Actually, this quote-unquote gossip is about you.
Yeah, he's right, okay? Someone overheard Tanya playing where the staff used to be.
She was singing Trina's in love. Trina loves a human. Trina's in love. Kind of a good beating.
And, since you're the only alleged human having any dealings with that particular vampire...
We thought you just might be interested in that story before we go to the Inquirer.
You know, you can never tell about some people. Unless, of course, you're a gossip.
Well, sport fans, things are pretty quiet around here. Yuri and Bella are happy that Tanya's back.
Yeah, they're okay, you know? Even Igor's back to his old self. We even speak to him occasionally now.
There's even a rumor going around that Boris and Olga may be getting together again.
On the other hand, there are vampires in the castle.
Yeah, and it's rough. Are you kidding? I mean, that swamp still cuts us off from the rest of the world.
Yeah, and the the cave still darkly influences everything that goes on here in sleepy Mordavia.
So, we were a skosh curious about you.
Yeah, I mean, you're okay. But when are you gonna get around to taking care of all the rest of our problems?
After all, you're supposed to be the hero around here.
You start to tell them of your plans and the dangers you face.
Color me crazy, but, maybe it's better we don't know all the details.
Yeah, you know, I think we'll sleep better if we don't.
Yeah, what we don't know won't give us nightmares.
Well, sport,
Yeah,
there's... So, one dark day, a large, fragrant stranger came to town.
Oh, I remember. He was dressed in dark clothes, and he wore a hood over his head, so we couldn't quite see his face. I thought it was Tony Fields.
He spoke in a deep, sibilant voice, reminiscent of Vincent Price, and had a cruel chuckle.
Moseyed on up to each and every elephant in Mordavia, and whispered a little something in its ear.
Yeah, and by the next day, all the elephants had left town.
I just can't bear this. You gotta tell it.
After that, only the stranger was left in town.
I ran up to him. I asked him, "What have you done? What did you say to the elephants? My wife left me!"
Then he just threw off his clothes and cape, exposing himself to the whole world, and revealed that he was an elephant.
Yeah, he said, "Ha ha, you fools! I am an elephant."
Then he just packed up his trunk and left forever.
But to this day, on dark, cold nights, you can still hear the distant echoes of elephants trumpeting their mournful cries. My wife, how I miss her.
And I call out, "You forgot to write! Not even a fax!" The elephants don't listen, and they never remember.
Tragic.
You get a fine meal of roast lamb garnished with red cabbage. Oh, and liberally flavored with garlic.
While Tanya was away from us, she learned to read and write. Now she is teaching me to read. I have always wanted to learn how to read. Together, Tanya and I will teach all the women of the town to read and write.
Why would a woman need to read or write? That is like teaching a horse to dance.
Yuri, you and I will have a talk later. Tonight, in fact. Why, I couldn't be happier. My baby is back and everyone is well here. I don't know much about that, but it's supposed to be bad luck to speak of it. Pui, pui. It was supposed to have something to do with an old monastery and a dark cult that worshipped it. And that it had something to do with Irana's death, and rumors that say it is the cause of all the problems here in Mordavia. Other than that, I can't tell you anything.
Alright.
You are overwhelmed by the friendly voices saying farewell to you.
Alright, so yeah. So yeah, for once we will actually go sleep in our room. Because now that we have the staff, we're not actually going to get dreams anymore.
You awaken as the sun begins to rise.
What's this?
Someone has left a note for you on the chest. You have no idea how they could have put it there without awakening you. The note says, "Meet me at the castle gates tonight. We have much to talk about." You get a wide smile of greetings. It's a typical country breakfast. Fried beets and sausage with garlic for a garnish.
Alright, never knew there.
You get a wave and a smile in response.
Good day, and good to see you again. Good to see you.
Nothing new there.
Take care.
Aha! You
See,
that you really hit.
you say,
Be careful.
Alright. Goodbye. Forever.
Of course.
You awful man. Alright. Grab our fruit one last time.
your magical lasso.
Oh, what we got?
You cast
Oh, another wyvern.
your weapon.
Ah, the gypsy friend returns. Yona Paki Vatnak. Welcome. Welcome again, and always.
Alright, how about this time?
Forgive me.
Alright. Never mind.
Farewell. May your dangers be ever far from your feet.
Guess we'll never get our final reading.
You get it.
Well.
After some after you 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 get it.
That's it? Yeah.
After you 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 get it. After
So close. Oh, hello.
you cast the protection spell. Your weapon.
Alright, yeah, this thing can't be dazzled. Why is this not working?
You find some copper kopeck.
Not here. Well, she did say to go meet at the castle, I guess. So let's go. Oh.
Suddenly you have a terrible feeling of peril. You recognize Ad Avis, the evil wizard whom you thought you had killed in Rassiir. Somehow, he has returned to life. Thinking back, you recall how Ad Avis once brought you under his control. You realize that you must avoid looking into his eyes at all costs.
How nice of you to come. I'm afraid I accidentally signed the wrong name to your note. It's been ages since we last met. Come here and let me look at you.
You can't. Your weapon. You can't. You can't.
Oh, well, we should not escape.
You fool! Did you really believe you could get away from me? I have you now, and you will pay for my death. It is you that caused me to become a vampire. If you had not killed me, I would never be forced to serve the Dark Master again. You probably blame me for all the problems around here, don't you? You understand nothing. The Dark Master is the cause of all the woe that is here. The Dark Master brought you here against my better judgment. The Dark Master made me what I am now, a Nosferatu, and seeks to do the same to you. But I shall spare you that fate. I will mercifully end your miserable existence. Then the Dark Master and I will call forth eternal darkness, and we will no longer be limited to travel at night. Together, my master and I will create an army of undead, and we will conquer the world. Pity you won't be there to witness this. You cannot stop us now. You will never find your way out of this dungeon, and only a stake through the heart or more magic than you will ever have can stop us. You will die, knowing that you were destroyed by the Dark Master. Ah, the sun now rises, and I must go to my rest. You too shall rest. I will not allow you the chance to escape your fate, or to use that stake and hammer I torment you with here. Weapons of my destruction so close at hand, and yet so far. Sleep now, great hero. Tomorrow, you die.
You find yourself falling asleep. You wake up from what you thought was a nightmare, only to discover that it's only too real. You sense the vague impressions of ancient pain and horror in this place. There's also the sense of something dark and very much alive near you, hungering for you. Your reversal. You open the lock on the chains easily. It seems your foe has underestimated you once again. It does seem odd, though, that he didn't bother to remove your backpack.
That's suspicious.
Your reverse. You take the wooden stake and stake its claim in your pack. It wouldn't make a good fighting axe, it's just balanced for executions.
Well, let's try to get out of here.
You hear the sound of voices on the other side of the door. It's barred on the other side, but you can see and hear the two guards through a peephole in the door.
What's going on in there? The master didn't say nothing about guarding no prisoner.
It's the Ataby guy's orders. So what? He gives us something to do.
I don't likes it. I think Ataby's guy's trying to pull a fast one on the master. She's not gonna like this.
You wants to go down there and tell her?
No way.
Then shut up!
Hey, what I don't get is why the Ataby's guy brings the stake down there. Why give a weapon to the enemy even if you got him chained up?
Who knows? Maybe Ada's gonna put a stake through the prisoner's heart.
You know, there's a secret passage to the master's room from the dungeon.
Oh, yeah?
So what?
I don't know, but I sure thinks there's gonna be trouble.
You sense no magic in this area.
Secret passage, you say? Oh, wait.
You pick up the heavy hammer. You sense you're approaching something very dark and very dangerous. There is something large under the water that is either lonely or hungry. You don't want to find out which.
Okay, can't go that way. Let's check out this
Now that
dumb
you
waiter.
look closely, there does seem to be something a bit odd about the design of the Iron Maiden. You take a deep breath and step inside.
Secret passage indeed.
You're in a lady's richly decorated bedroom. The coffin, where there should be a bed, seems a bit out of place, but there's no accounting for tastes. You sense deadly danger here, to your body and your soul.
Deadly danger. Well, we have her here, so...
That didn't do it. Taking a deep breath, you place the stake over the vampire's black heart and pound it in with 3 mighty blows of the hammer. You stare at the lifeless corpse in the coffin.
You never thought that killing a vampire would be anywhere near this easy.
At last, I am free of her dominion over me. You did precisely what I wanted you to do. Destroy Katrina. So nice of you to cooperate with me.
Well. Well, let's try this again then.
Suddenly you find yourself totally unable to move.
You! What are you... How dare you! Try to kill me, will you? How dare you! You break into my home, steal away my child, kill my servant, Toby, and then return to kill me? After I befriended you and helped you, some hero you are. I should leave you here to rot. I should let the rats gnaw your bones while you hang there. Give me one reason, one excuse why I should not leave you here to die.
Damn. I do wish I'd gotten the other Katrina conversations to play. It adds a lot of context what's going on here that you don't have otherwise.
You tell her about how Ad Avis brought you here and set you up.
Adavis. Yes, that does sound like him. He cannot harm me directly. I am his vampire master, after all. Plotting against me and trying to use you are very much his style. But it was not Adavis who stole Tanya from me! You broke into my home and took my child away! Why should I show you any mercy?
You try to explain what you're doing in Katrina's bedroom.
Trying to find an exit from the dungeon? Just couldn't pass up a chance to look at the helpless vampire, could you? Funny place to look for an escape route, wasn't it? I have decided that I still have a use for you. Alive. If you help me, you may still manage to leave Mordavia without my mark upon you. I want you to seek out the 5 missing Dark One rituals and return to the castle. Together we will summon the Dark One and bring eternal night to this land. You will help me, won't you? Or must I take more drastic measures to assure your obedience?
You tell Katrina that you'll do anything at all, if she'll just let you go and not rip your throat out.
Very well. But because I can never completely trust you, I will make certain you carry out my bidding. By my will, I guiash thee. Thou shalt seek the heart ritual of the Dark One. Thou shalt seek the blood ritual of the Dark One. Thou shalt seek the breath ritual of the Dark One. Thou shalt seek the bone ritual of the Dark One. Thou shalt seek the sense ritual of the Dark One. Return with these rituals ere 3 nights pass, lest ye suffer. Thus is your guess. So go and return with the rituals soon. I would not want you to suffer after all.
Alright. Oh, luckily, look what we have. Why, it's all 5 rituals already. But yeah, this is the point of the game where if you did not have any of those, or were missing some, this is where you would have to go get them or you're going to die. Since we already have them, let's go.
What a good boy you are. You would never do anything to hurt me, would you? Unlike some others I could name. So, you have returned with the rituals. Good. Very good. We will journey at once to the Dark One's cave. Soon, it will be forever night, and I shall never be at anyone's mercy again. Ya Avuzel, hear me, great Dark One. Open thy mouth that we may enter. Open thy mouth that will swallow us all. Open thy mouth of darkness, Ya Avuzel.
We will be watching you, so do not even think of trying to betray us.
The last ritual remains with the High Priest. You will need to take it before you begin the other rituals. Please, be careful.
Yes, we would hate for anything unpleasant to happen to you.
Enter now, and good luck.
It's back to where it all started. That was not there before. You may recall there was a tentacle monster that attacked us when we crossed that thing last time. Well, now it's come out.
A gentle feeling of peace suffuses the cave. The horrible creature slowly relaxes and subsides into an uneasy sleep. Don't bother. You pick up the book and read it. It is the diary of the last boyar. It seems that the thing in the pit was the last boyar. Being a servant of the Dark One didn't do much for his looks or disposition. On the last page is the thing you have been searching for, the Ritual of Essence. Now you have all the rituals, and the summoning of the Dark One can begin. The book crumbles into dust in your hands moments after you memorize the final ritual.
Yeah. So this thing also is, by the way, the final boss, so to speak.
It doesn't budge.
Final fight boss, anyway. So as you can see, we can skip it, but we can also fight it. Alright, back to where we started once again. The room we start this game in.
The altar doesn't look quite ready for the ritual somehow. The lighting isn't quite right. The sconce is empty, so your flame...
Oh, right, of course. Put our torch back.
You put the torch back in the sconce.
Back to where it belongs.
You take...
No.
You put the... That didn't do anything. The ritual isn't designed to be used that way. You need to read it. The altar feels strangely warm. There are lines in the sand, as if it has been used in the past to form pictures. There is no apparent pattern to the lines at the moment. That didn't... There are lines... The ritual isn't designed...
Oh, I know. I probably need to...
You press the Dark One sign against the top of the altar. The sand swirls and shifts to form a mirror image of the sign. The Dark One sign dissolves into the sand, its purpose fulfilled at last.
Oh. Finally rid of that horrible thing.
You unroll the scroll containing the bone ritual. The words are visible at last, and you begin to perform the ritual. Ya Avuzal, Dark One, come! I stand among your massive bones. Let your skeleton once more be filled with your presence. The rocks of the cave creak and groan around you, as if forced to bear some massive weight. Ya Avuzal, take shape once more in this place that is your home. Stand again among us. The bones near the altar start to sway and move, as if a massive wind was blowing change through the cavern. Ya Avuzal, Dark One, come. As you complete the ritual, the scroll turns to dust in your hands. Suddenly you realize that the nearest bones have formed into a cage and are closing around you.
Uh-oh.
The chaotic forces in these caves twist. Your Force Bolt spell shakes the bone cage a little, but otherwise has no...
What to do, what to do. Hey. Oh, ice.
Your Frostbite spell has frozen the bones, but they're still strong and solid. The bones momentarily glow red hot. Your spell has softened them a little.
Ah, now I can probably Force Bolt it.
That did it. The brittle bones cannot take any more of your onslaught of spells. They crack and fall to the ground. After some...
Yep, get out of here.
The valve won't budge. If you had a bit more light, maybe...
Oh. Take the torch once again.
You take...
Onto this one.
The rough stone altar is covered with dark stains as of blood long since dried to powder. Feel a creepy, uneasy sensation whenever you pass near it.
Blood altar, I take it.
You unroll the scroll containing the blood ritual. Words are visible at last, and you begin to perform the ritual. Ya Avuzal, bringer of blood, I bring fresh blood to fill your veins. Following the scroll's instructions, you prick your finger and let a few drops of blood drip into the altar bowl. They seem to sizzle and roil within the black bowl. Ya Avuzal, let this chamber fill with your fiery blood once more. Drops of thick acid liquid begin to form and drip from the altar into the bowl. Ya Avuzal, bringer of blood! The dark liquid oozes forth from openings throughout the chamber and begins to fill the channels below. The blood hisses and sizzles as it flows. The scroll falls from your hands into the altar bowl, where it is instantly consumed by the acid. A thick, putrescent liquid now oozes and flows through the cave. Looks highly corrosive and in general like something you'd best avoid. You cast...
Ah.
You are in...
This protection was not enough.
It feels... You are... A thick...
Not different. I need to go this way.
It's too far... It's too... You can't reach... It's too...
Alright.
You don't see a good place there to... You don't... Why...
Let's try some ice again.
Your spell has temporarily stopped. The frozen acid has thawed and is beginning to flow again. The acid here won't stay frozen with fresh, hot acid blood flowing into it.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Now, where are we? Oh, breath cave.
The huge stone tentacle is hollow. Somehow reminds you of a mocking imitation of a musical instrument. You unroll the scroll containing the breath ritual. The words are visible at last, and you begin to read the ritual. Ya, a woozle of the breath of night, I shall come to draw forth your breath in the song of shadows. On the most right horn shall I begin thy song. The shadows of darkness gather. Ya, a woozle, then shall I play on the leftmost of three. The wind shall come forth among the shadows. I shall bring breath again unto thy center. The wind of darkness blows all before it. Ya, a woozle of the breath of night, I shall sound the final note on high. The shadows of darkness shall rise again. You sense an awakening and a waiting within the altar, as if it is alive and expecting something more.
More? What more could you want? What do I even have?
altar feels strange.
Oh, well. Oh, I gotta do this again. Ice it over.
Yours. You unroll the scroll.
Yah, a woozle of the breath of night. On the most right horn shall I begin thy song. The shadows of darkness gather. Yah, a woozle. Then shall I play on the leftmost of three. The wind shall come forth among the shadows. I shall bring breath again unto thy center. The wind of dark, a woozle of the breath of night. You sense an awakening.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention before, so I missed the order in which I'm supposed to be doing this. Let's see. Alright, one all the way to the right. It's this.
Take a deep breath, then blow hard into the hollow tentacle.
Well, I didn't get sucked up, so I guess so. One on the left. Nope. One on the left.
Take a deep.
Oh, I think might be this
Take
one.
A deep breath.
And this one.
You take a deep.
And then this one.
You take a deep breath.
All right. We are good. Uh-oh. So.
Dust swirls into the chamber as the giant.
It's not letting me do anything.
take... You take it... You take... You take a deep...
Alright.
Your spell has no... This does not seem to... Grab for the tendril and miss. Wait! Maybe you can get it on the return breath.
Oh, okay. That worked. Awkwardly, but it worked.
You feel totally numb. Can't see anything, feel anything, hear anything, taste anything, or even smell anything. Is this totally senseless? Wait. You just felt something, hard and round with some spiky bits sticking out. Your sense of touch has returned. That didn't... You straighten... That...
What do I do?
Wow! Did something just die in here? Your sense of smell has just returned with a vengeance. Kinda wish it hadn't. You hear a loud, almost explosive pounding and something like rushing water. After a moment you realize that you're hearing the sounds of your own heartbeat and of the blood pulsing through your veins. You stand still for a second until the sounds subside to a dull throb. You can hear again. Blinding glare assaults your vision, and you nearly fall from the path. It's as if you're staring directly at the sun. After a bit, you still see stars. Now at last you can see the cave you're in. Ahead of you lies the altar.
Huh. Alright.
You begin to read the sense ritual before the altar. Ya Avuzel! Dark calls unto darkness. Reach out thy tentacles to feel life again. Let the sense of this world permeate thy smell. Ya Avuzel! The sounds of our world are loud in thine ears, to do with what thou will. Let the light and shadow of this world enter thy sight. Let thine own shadow of darkness cover the world without the need of light. Ya Avuzel! Dark calls unto darkness. As you complete the ritual, the scroll turns to dust in your hands. You hear a crackling noise and see flashes of lightning from the dendrites as the smell of ozone permeates the air.
Ow. Ow.
That feels good.
Electricity, you say? Alright. Alright. No. Try resetting this for a second. Nope, it's just not playing the sound or music. Alright.
The ritual isn't...
You unroll the scroll containing the heart ritual. The words are visible at last, and you begin to perform the ritual. Ya, Avuzl, Master of Darkness, your servant stands now before your heart of darkness. Let your heart pulsate again with power and life. You feel a heavy throbbing sensation from your own heart, as if some force is trying to rip it free from your chest. Ya, Avuzl, let the heart of darkness force the black blood through your veins. The pressure on your chest relaxes as the stone heart begins to pulse and throb with unearthly energy. Ya, Avuzl, Master of Darkness. As you complete the ritual, the scroll turns to dust in your hands. The rumbling noise grows louder as a passage opening appears in the ceiling above the heart altar.
Well, let's go up there.
Very good. You have succeeded where many have failed. Begin the final ritual. Soon the darkness will return to this land, and I will never lie helpless in my coffin again. Summon Avuzl and free the shadows of darkness.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Let's get this over with.
I do believe you are jealous. Is that because this hero stopped you from summoning Iblis so long ago? You resent the fact that I triumphed while you failed, don't you?
I only wish to begin your moment of triumph, my dear Dark Master.
Very well. Let the final ritual begin.
You begin to recite the final ritual. Ya, Avuzl, we summon thee. Cold chill fills you, and you feel as if your blood was being sucked from your veins. Still you continue. Oh, great Dark One, enter the world of light. You feel as if your feet were slowly and painfully dissolving into the floor as if by acid. Somehow you continue the essence ritual. Oh, shadows of darkness, enter the land of the living. Your arms feel as if they were frozen, locked forever holding this paper. You continue to speak because you have no other choice. Oh, Master of the Forever Night, return to your own body and live again. Your head aches, and it's getting incredibly difficult to concentrate. You can barely intone the last words of the ritual. Ya, Avuzl, we summon thee.
Yes! Yes! The spell is completed, and a Woozle awakens. Darkness will fill the land, and we will never flee the sunshine again.
What?
No! How dare you!
Ah, you have just shattered the bonds which bound me. Now we shall see who is the true Dark Master.
I am still a far greater master of magic than you. I am a far more powerful vampire than you. Do you really think your spells can harm me? Guess again.
But my dear Katrina, I do not need to cast spells at you to destroy you. I intend only to destroy my enemy, the one you seem so fond of. Care to watch him die?
No! I will not let him die!
Oh, well.
A fool! I knew that a Woozle would be attracted by that spell. Now Katrina will have all the darkness she so desired, and much, much more. Ah, the first part of my vengeance is complete. Now I can enjoy fully watching you die slowly and painfully.
The tendrils you clutch so desperately are starting to slip through your numb fingers. You cannot hold on much longer. Still, there is a fire burning inside you as you realize that Katrina truly cared for you. You know that you must stop Adavis once more and forever, and prevent the Dark One from fully entering this world.
There's no place you can run to, and no place for you to hide. Soon there won't even be a place to stand upon. Getting worried, great hero?
Well, what if we told a joke?
You tell the ultimate joke about the wizard and the farmer's daughter. That's a killer.
You think to delay your demise by telling stupid jokes? That wasn't even funny.
Despite his protestations, Adavis begins to laugh. In a few moments, he's doubled over, still laughing uncontrollably. Now's your chance!
Well, let's put this wood to good use. And he's out of here.
A voice forms in the air around you, seemingly coming from your glowing staff. It is time for you to fulfill my final destiny. You must use me to release my mistress from her imprisonment. You touch the staff of Irana to the crystal.
You walk in honor and righteousness. This day you have freed the land of Mordavia from great evil. May you always hold high the way of the Paladin. You have freed me from my imprisonment by the Dark One. I have driven a Woozle back to its own dimension forever. Your magic is of great power to have overcome the evil which was in this place. It seems we shared a dream once. You gave me hope while I was trapped in the darkness. You held me in your arms and showed me your love. I cannot hold you now, nor can we kiss. I am only a spirit, a ghost. It will take more magic than I have ever known before we shall ever be together again. I can only thank you for everything you have done. I shall love you forever. Farewell.
Two weeks pass from the final encounter at the Dark One's cave. Your friends and acquaintances in Mordavia hold a party in your honor at Castle Borgoff.
Terrible place to have a
even
party.
as we speak, the swamp is drying up. Soon the pass will open, and we may trade with the outside world.
NAFTA, NAFTA, because we have to. We can finally sell our produce to others.
Yeah, we'll export garlic to all parts of the world. Everybody will be stinky.
We can even import an elephant or two, just for old time's sake.
The king has sent word that I shall be the newly appointed boyar. Castle Borgov will again protect and guard Mordavia.
He could not have chosen a worthier person for the role. And I mean that sincerely.
We have gathered here to thank this hero. He has driven away the shadows of darkness from this land. Mordavia will again be the peaceful, beautiful land of our forefathers.
The people fill the room with their cheers.
He returned Tanya to us. For that, we shall be forever grateful.
He proved that dreams can be real if you work to make them so.
He brought me back to my mommy and daddy, and you know what? They weren't even mad at me.
Everyone again gives a cheer of happiness.
Igor be engraved if not for hero friend. Instead of redhead, Igor be deadhead. Little graveyard humor there.
I would have been burned at the stake only because I am a gypsy, if this hero had not befriended me.
That's because some people, whose names I won't mention, but you know who you are, spread nasty rumors that gypsies were werewolves. How foolish to believe such things.
There are many here who owe their lives and happiness to this hero. In a land with a history of great heroes like Pyotr and Irana, he is one of the greatest.
Again, the hall is filled with cheers of excitement. You suddenly hear a familiar pair of voices.
There, that's it. I believe this crystal ball is finally working. Do you see anything, Fenris?
Yeah, I see him. He's with a bunch of people. It's either a reward ceremony or a lynch mob.
What? Let me see. Well, it's a reward ceremony, of course. He's probably done some great deed, as usual.
So now what?
Well, seeing that his adventure in Mordavia is obviously over, we bring him here to Silmaria, of course.
Suppose he doesn't want to come here.
Ah, you forget. He is a hero. Silmaria needs a hero right now. And everyone knows a hero has to go where a hero has to go.
Let's hope he knows that. Just make sure you use the right spell to teleport him. The last time you tried this, you brought the clothes and left the person behind.
This time, for sure.
Why did you turn to Goofy? Oh well. So that is Quest for Glory 4.
Congratulations. You have successfully completed Quest for Glory, Shadows of Darkness, with the maximum possible score.
Oh.
Welcome you to the ranks of the few, the proud, the true heroes. If you have not already done so, we encourage you to play Shadows of Darkness again with the other character types. Many of the puzzles are different or have alternate solutions.
I wasn't paying attention to my score, so that's a surprise.
Please insert a writable disk in your floppy drive to save your winning hero for use in later Quest for Glory games. The save character file has been created. Save this disk for use with later Quest for Glory games from Sierra Online. Thank you for playing Quest for Glory, Shadows of Darkness. Congratulations again on winning. We hope to see you again in a future Quest for Glory.
Yeah, so that's Quest for Glory 4. It is still my favorite game in the series. Quite good. It's excellent writing, excellent music. Good voice acting too. I mind you, this game into point after Sierra tried where they had just done King's Quest V, where the devs did all the voice work, so that didn't go well. So they actually, for this game, they actually hired voice actors. Yeah. It's not perfect. It is probably the glitchiest game in the series. You can definitely do a lot of stuff out of order, which makes it weird. I did unfortunately never get those Katrina conversations to show up because like I said, they added a lot of context to her being in love with us, and vice versa.